Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. So let's actually break down the trailer for episode 2. I have actually watched the episode. And so this won't contain spoilers though, so don't worry about that. I will give you some insight on the things that are happening because I actually have some inside knowledge now. But I won't spoil anything. Don't worry, you can watch episode 2 this Sunday, but I want to talk about the trailer and then just talk about my reaction to the episode and just kind of overall thoughts on what to expect from this episode because it's a really good one. If you thought the premiere was good, this one's better. And I would say it's not much better. I don't want to hype it up as like it's so good. But out of the 2 episodes, I definitely prefer episode 2. And episode 1, I really enjoyed. Obviously, if you checked out my review, you would have saw that I definitely really enjoyed episode 1. But episode 2, I just liked that much more because there's some really insane, intense moments. And it ends in a way that I'm oh man. Anyways, if you're new to the channel, make sure to be a subscriber if you want to get more Walking Dead content like this. And also, I'm almost at 1,000 followers on Twitter, so it'd be super cool if you guys go follow me there. I don't know if we can get there tonight, but yeah, that'd be awesome. I mean, I just made a Twitter a couple of months ago, and so yeah, I'd really appreciate that. But also, the podcast for episode 10 is now live on YouTube and on Spotify. The links are down below. We talk about episode 1 actually in depth. We talk about our thoughts on it and stuff like that, and yeah, that was a lot of fun. That is now live on YouTube, so tons of content out there for you guys. But let's talk about the trailer here. So obviously the trailer begins with Eldon saying, "Where's Maggie?" And so people are searching for Maggie after the big cliffhanger of episode 1. And I guess I should warn you guys, I mean, it's pretty obvious, but this will contain spoilers for episode 1. So Eldon says, "Where's Maggie?" because people are looking for her, because obviously the cliffhanger, it was pretty nuts. Negan's decision to not save her definitely is going to be something that Maggie remembers. And I will say the way they resolve it, you definitely still have some questions, but it's a really exciting moment. And I honestly, I will say you do have to kind of keep your expectations in check a little bit with this, right? Like, don't expect Maggie to die right away. Like don't expect anything like that, because remember the Comic-Con trailer, right? You guys all saw the Comic-Con trailer. Remember, there's a lot of footage of Maggie doing other things that we didn't see here. There's even footage of Maggie and Negan together. So we're going to be getting all of that still. We're going to be seeing a lot of how that relationship is going to work and stuff. And that's stuff that, I mean, expect a lot of that to happen in like episode 3, 4, and on. So what I will say about Maggie, and this isn't a spoilery thing at all, but Maggie is definitely a darker character, and you learn reasons as to why she's a darker character. I know Lauren Cohen was saying that, like she was hyping that up a lot in like a lot of like preseason like marketing and stuff. And usually when I hear that about the characters, I just kind of like, okay, sure. Because, you know, like you hear that stuff from the cast quite a bit. And when you watch the season, they're not that different. This is different though. Maggie is definitely different here. She is a darker character. And I mean, I'll talk about her obviously in my episode 2 in-depth analysis video that's coming this Sunday. But she is, I mean, they're going strictly in one direction with her right now. And they're very adamant with where this character is going, and so I'm really excited with that. And I do think that it kind of cements some ideas as to how Maggie and Negan could get along and etc. We also do see the Commonwealth in the trailer, and obviously the big cliffhanger at the end of episode 1 was that Yumiko found her brother, and yeah, she did get that storyline of the Wall of the Lost. And honestly, for me, I'm okay with her getting the story because it makes the most sense. It definitely is less exciting, and I know if people are complaining about that, then, I mean, yeah, that's completely valid. Like, it's definitely less exciting. And I mean, I think this Tommy character could be super cool. And I really am interested in knowing more about him. But the Michonne and her daughter storyline was definitely very exciting. When she found out that her daughter was at the Commonwealth, it was such a big moment. It was shocking. And I still remember reading that to this day. Like, it was crazy shocking. I couldn't believe that she was actually alive, because that was a character I believed to be dead. And the equivalent is if Morgan was there and found out that his son, Dwayne, was still alive. It was that kind of a moment. It was just like, you've always known that those 2 girls have died. And I think in the games, you actually see it happen. I can't remember exactly what happens, but I know like one of them for sure dies, and then the other one maybe goes missing, or there's something like that. But it was as shocking as that. It was basically Morgan finds out Dwayne's alive, and he's just like, you know, it throws his world into chaos. It was that big of a moment. And for obviously Yumiko finding out that she has a brother, first of all, I had no idea she had a brother. So that right there isn't that exciting, but it also makes the most sense because she's a lawyer. She's the perfect fit to get Michonne's storyline, because Michonne in the comic was also a lawyer. You know, she's the perfect fit to be able to take this character's story and to start introducing a lot of different aspects to the Commonwealth. So I'm excited for it because of what it means for the Commonwealth. But in terms of the story, yeah, it's definitely, I mean, the thing is, in the comic, after it happens, nothing more really happens with it other than Michonne wants to stay at the Commonwealth. She doesn't want to go back to Alexandria. So Yumiko, that's more the exciting part of it. Yumiko is going to want to stay there. She's not going to want to go back to Alexandria or the Hilltop or anything. Like, she's going to want to stay there. I think Magna's not going to want to. And so that's where you start to get into some of that like Rick and Dwight comic death stuff right there, where Magna could be more of the rebel. You know, she's emotionally hurt and broken right now because of stuff going on with Yumiko. And you know what I mean? There's a lot of that. And so, yeah, like, that's why I'm very excited here. There's a lot of really cool things that this storyline here, with Yumiko finding her brother on the Wall of the Lost, there's a lot of exciting things here that can come of this. And so expect that in episode 2. You definitely do get the ball rolling with that. And I will say that the interrogation stuff does wrap up, because obviously this is a 2-part premiere. So, you know, there's a reason why it's a 2-part premiere. Like, if this episode 1, felt like half an episode, there's a reason why, right? Like, the interrogation stuff wraps up. They do get into all of that. I won't say as to like how or to what extent, I guess, but it's very exciting. I'll say that. The trailer is also misleading, but I won't go into why or how, just because I think that's spoilery. But episode 2 is a very great episode, and you guys are going to really like it. It does kind of a lot of stuff set up in episode 1, or in part 1, I guess, of this episode, or 2-part premiere. It resolves a lot of different things, and you can kind of see where it was going. Honestly, I wish that we could have watched both episodes back to back. I think that would have been really cool. Just because watching them both back to back, like, that's something that like having watched both episodes, man, that would be an insane premiere. And not even that, I think, and I don't know why they can't do that. Honestly, I don't know why AMC can't just like extend certain episodes to like 2 hours or something like that. But like, I think episode 1 and 2 should have been combined into one giant episode that's like an hour and a half long. I mean, I guess with commercials and stuff, it would be 2 hours long. But this is such, like, looking at episodes 1 and 2 put together, man, that is amazing. And I really want to do a supercut of both episodes, because like the story that it tells is so good. The way it ends, like episode 2, the way episode 2 ends, and what it sets up for episode 3. Like, I've seen the trailer for episode 3, and a lot of what we're getting in that episode is definitely stuff that's like, it feels different from these episodes here. It's not like subway tunnel stuff, because we're done with that in episode 2. So yeah, very exciting. And obviously I can't wait for you guys to actually watch the episode, and then we can talk about it more. So next Sunday, I will be posting my in-depth breakdown or in-depth analysis video for episode 2. I just posted one on episode 1, so make sure to go check that out. If you are new here, make sure to be a subscriber if you want more Walking Dead content like this. And yeah, hope you guys all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.